Arnie, where have you run off to at this time of night? I just got out of the bath and you're not in the house anymore. You told me that you were all done going out today, right?
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention something to you. I have an outing to go to right now for work with some of my coworkers. I didn't want to disturb you, so I just left without saying anything.
Wait, again? Recently you and that company have been having a lot of outings for drinks and such, right? A little too often, I think. And that's kind of why I told you to take some nights off from that.
I had no other choice, all right? This is one of the last outings of the year for us.
There is still a month left before the end of this year, Arnie.
Well, there are a lot of people who'll be out of town later in the month, so this is the only time they can come out to see everyone. And there's less than a month now, considering it's almost the second week of December. So I want to be here while everyone else from the office is still in town.
I see. Will you be out late again tonight?
I don't think I'll be out as late as I normally am. I think I'll be coming home around 12 or 1 o'clock.
I made popcorn and everything to watch a movie with you, though, tonight. If you had plans to go out again tonight, I wish you would have remembered to tell me sooner. Now I'm going to have to eat all this popcorn by myself.
It's just popcorn. You can eat however much you want and throw the rest out, right? And when it comes to things like making popcorn for movie night, you don't have to do that anymore. I'm always having to go out for drinks with my work, so there's no point to it. And honestly, from now on, I'm thinking I'll be eating dinner out of the house anyway, instead of coming home for a few hours.
So, you don't even want to be around the house anymore?
I want to. I really do want to.
I don't think you really do, Arnie. You always have excuses for why you want to be out of the house and stay out. How about you start to actually stick around the house with me occasionally so that we can spend time together?
Why, Jade?
Because you are always out of the house. Recently, it's been feeling like I'm just living by myself again.
I have a lot going on at work and with the company right now, and I have plenty of other plans filling in the gaps in my schedule. So sorry. It's not like there's anything for me to be doing at home anyway.
I have things that I'd like you to be doing here, though.
Huh? And what do you want me doing?
I'd like for you to help me with some of the chores around the house. I have a lot of things I need to keep up with here, but not enough energy.
You actually need me there to help you out now?
Have you not noticed how large my belly has become now, and the fact that I can't move around like I used to? Having to clean up the house, cook all this food, and go out shopping are all very difficult things for me to do now. So help me out a little, please.
Why do I have to come home and do the chores with you? That's all your job, if I remember correctly. So don't start trying to push it all off onto me just so you can slack off.
Arnie, I have 1 month before giving birth to our baby. 1 month. All I'm asking is for you to be home to help out for 1 month. That's it. I'm not trying to push my job off onto you, and I'm not trying to slack off intentionally. I have a hard time getting around right now, and at times I don't feel very well because I have another human being inside me. That is why I'm asking for your cooperation here. I'd really appreciate it if you started to be a little more caring for me now.
I don't need to be worried about you and what you need. You're just feeling like you can't do much because of your hormones or something.
This isn't about how I feel right now, Arnie. I want you to be ready to become a father here soon, and that means you have to know how to help clean around the house and do some of the cooking. This baby is coming at the end of December, whether you're ready for it or not. So could you please start getting ready for it to come? I don't want my kid to have a father who would rather be out having fun with his coworkers than at home playing with and caring for the family.
That's just what you want, Jade. And what was that about when you'd have to give birth? At the end of the month? I thought you were expected to have the baby at the beginning of January.
No, the end of December is what the doctor told us. I've told you that around 5 times now, right? Are you ever listening to me?
I guess I just forgot or something.
Jesus, get yourself together already, Arnie. The moment I have our baby, things are going to become very busy around the house, and you're going to have to support me. I'm already needing some help due to being twice my normal size, and recently, I've become a lot more worried about having my first ever baby. I'm sorry, but the second half of this month is going to be very busy, and we won't have much time to just sit around relaxing.
Actually, I have plans at the end of the month. I made plans with a friend of mine to go to the ocean and fish.
What? You're joking, right? Tell them you can't go right now. If you're not around for when our baby comes, what am I going to do?
You don't need me around in order to have that baby. You can push it out on your own.
Are you kidding me?
What? My friend made sure to change his schedule around so that he could go out with me.
You have known about the baby's due date for months now, yet you'd rather put fishing above your wife and kid?
Well, this happens to be a friend of mine that I haven't been able to meet a lot these days.
I don't care who they are. You tell them you can't go right now. While I'm having to go through loads of pain giving birth to our child, I do not want you going out to play. You cancel that plan you made with them right now, Arnie.
All right already.
I still cannot believe you forgot about the due date for our baby. Are you sure things are going to be all right between us when you're behaving like that? When I have this baby and am back home, will you be around to even care for the house and I?
I promise when the time comes, I'll be there for you. You think I'd just forget about my own wife and child? We don't have any more hand cream. Make sure to go out and buy some more.
I'm sorry, today I don't think I can go out to shop for anything. Can you go and buy that hand cream yourself, please?
Why can't you go? You're always at home all the time now, so you have time to go out and buy it for me. Go out and buy what I'm asking for.
Ever since this morning, my belly has been killing me.
Are you starting to have labor pains or something? Why are you already having those? It's too early yet. It hasn't even been Christmas yet, right?
I was told by the doctor that my belly would begin to hurt a few days before the expected date.
Are you sure that's not some other kind of pain?
I'm not sure what it is yet, so I'll just have to wait and see how things play out. But there is always going to be a chance that I have this baby a few days before the date we're expecting. Make sure you're ready for anything in case you do have to rush me to the hospital.
Sure thing.
And could you make sure to get home early today? Actually, when you get out of work today, could you please come straight home to be with me?
Why are you only asking me to do that now? There's no way I can just go straight home after work today. I have plans after work.
It's the holidays now, Arnie. Why do you have plans after work when we're so close to Christmas?
Christmas and the holidays has nothing to do with me having plans or not. Tonight I'm going out with a friend of mine for drinks.
You're going out to drink again, Arnie? Would you cut it out with all that frickin' drinking already? It is getting really close to when I'm expecting to have our baby, so you need to be home with me in case anything is to happen between now and then. What happens if I need to go to the hospital while you're out with your friends? How will you be able to drive me to the hospital to have our baby when you're drunk and 30 minutes from home? And another thing, it's Christmas now and I'd like to spend it with my husband.
Once you have that baby, I'm not going to be able to go out and drink anymore, right? While I still have time, I want to get myself blackout drunk. I've had a lot on my mind lately, and this is how I'd like to spend my time.
So you really do plan on being around the house once I have our baby? I'm sorry, but I don't believe that for 1 second now. Knowing you, you'll be home for a day or two and then be right back on your crap going out to drink and be with friends all the time after work.
Oh, come on now. I won't be going out to drink for some time after you have the baby and they're in our home. I wouldn't want my kid growing up never knowing who their father is.
Well, this had better be your last night of drinking then. Because I have had enough watching you run around like that, making plans here and there without ever telling me or caring about this house.
Sure.
Make sure you pay attention to your phone all night, just in case, please. I'm not sure what could happen during the next day or two. Arnie, could you please answer your phone for me? You should be out of work by now and able to see your phone. My water just broke while I was on the couch. I need you to come home right now and take me to the hospital. I get that this is a lot sooner than we were expecting, but I need to go to the hospital right now. Your water broke? What the hell are you going on about now? How about you stop sending other people's boyfriends such ridiculous texts and get a life? Wait, who is this? I want to know who you are first. So far, you've been very rude texting my boyfriend's phone like that for no reason. Don't tell me that Arnie has been cheating on me with you now. If that's the case, then I don't want you to ever see him again because he's mine and always will be. We have plans to get married really soon here, so there's no hope at all for you. What? Arnie is my husband, though. What do you mean him and you have plans to get married soon? There's no way you're his wife. Next year, Arnie and I will be getting married, and he told me he's not with anyone right now. We've already chosen where we're going to have our wedding, so there's no chance for you to be his wife. Who the hell do you even think you are talking to me like that? No, Arnie has been married to me for years now. If you look us up, you'll see that he's married to me, Jade. Huh? You better not be joking right now. I'm very serious. That would mean that you're the woman my husband has been cheating on me with this whole time. You're claiming that I've been with a married man this whole time? Stop talking like such a lunatic. Well, you're not married right now, are you? Tell me, what relationship do you have with Arnie right now? I work as a part-time employee at the store that Arnie has been running. Him and I have been dating one another for the past 6 months now as well. And I am Arnie's wife, Jade Anders. What's your name? My name is Jessica Flower. So you've been working at the same place my husband is running, yet you never knew that he was married to me? I'm sure there were plenty of chances before you guys started dating to find out if he was married or not. But the whole time I've been working there, Arnie's been saying that he's single and never married anyone before. I'm sure that even the rest of the staff there think he's single still. There's no way that's true. Doesn't he have pictures of me up in his office there, or talk about how he has to come home to see me? Ever? I never go up to the second floor to see any of the offices, and he has never once said that he has to go do things with his wife. And actually, besides him, everyone else working in the store is a part-timer, so we never really go up to the offices. Also, it was Arnie who confessed his feelings to me first and asked me to go out with him. Are you really his wife of all people? I went with him to the courthouse and everything to watch as he handed in our papers saying we'd be married. And it's been 2 years now since then, and not once has he said that I'm not his wife. But Arnie already promised me that we'd be getting married, and that's why we already found a place for our wedding and everything. He even proposed to me and gave me this beautiful engagement ring. I was thinking that next year would be the start of my life as a happily married woman. The fact that you're on my husband's phone right now means you're still with him, correct? Arnie's currently in the shower getting himself all cleaned up after we went out drinking. He left his phone on the nightstand, and when you started calling him, I went to look and see who it was. Are you guys at a hotel right now, or your place? At a hotel? I see. Well, this then confirms that my husband has been having an affair. Were you being serious when you said your water just broke? I was being very serious about that. I just called 911 and they're bringing an ambulance to come and get me. I wanted my husband to come home and take me to avoid ambulance fees, but when I realized he'd been cheating on me, I gave up on him. This means for the past 6 months, Arnie's been lying to me about a lot of things. I'm so sorry. You're about to have a baby, and this is how things ended up occurring for you? You don't have to apologize for anything, Jessica. You and I have both been lied to for a long time now. He told me that today he'd be going out for drinks, but never said it would be with a girl at a hotel. He invited me out to this hotel today as a Christmas present to me. I have to go home to my family tomorrow for the holidays and New Year, so I wasn't going to be able to see him for a while. That's why today he and I have been spending a lot of time in this bed, doing things with one another. I know what you're wanting to say. I am so very sorry. The only one who should be sorry right now is my butthead husband. He should be home with me right now since we're about to have our first child, and yet he's been spending time with you behind my back. He told me before that after I had our baby, he wouldn't be going out to drink for some time and would stay home. He wouldn't be going out to drink for some time? I'm sure he meant to say he wouldn't be going out to see you for some time. I'm sure that's what he's been doing this whole time, right? He's never been going out to drink most days because he's been with me. That man is nothing but walking lies then. Jade, I am so sorry that all of this had to happen. I'm telling you right now that things are off between him and I. I would really like it if you never see him again. Not for my sake, but for yours. You've been going out with a lying man whose wife is pregnant with his child this whole time. What are you going to do about him, though? I'm still thinking about what I can do right now. Honestly, I don't know, considering I'm going into labor. I don't think I should be thinking about him anyway at the moment. That's a very good point. If there ever is anything that I could do for you, please let me know, and I'd be glad to help. I'll send you my number and everything. Good luck with having your baby tonight. I'll be praying that you and your baby come out of it okay. Thank you, Jessica.
Huh? What happened to you, Jessica? Did you go out to the store to pick us up some drinks or food?
I'm going home.
Wait, why are you going home already? I even bought us this really fancy wine to have before we start our second round. You and I made a promise to be with one another tonight before you had to go back home to your parents' place for the holidays.
You should not be spending time with me when you're supposed to be with your wife right now. She just had her water break not too long ago.
What? Her water broke?
Take a look at all the texts your wife was sending you, Arnie.
And the one who was responding to her on my phone was you?
That's right. And?
What the hell are you doing? Don't ever touch another man's smartphone like that.
Well, it was going off right next to me with a woman's name on the caller ID. I started to wonder what the heck was going on there. So I went and started to text with her thinking that she was trying to take you away from me. That's when, like a bomb going off inside my head, I realized that I was the one taking you from her. I've been the one allowing you to cheat on her, and I didn't even know it.
I'm sorry for hiding my wife from you. I didn't know when the best time would be to talk about how I've been married.
Maybe you shouldn't have started everything by saying you were single when you approached me. You've just been toying with me this whole time, right?
That's not it.
You never even wanted to be married, yet you promised me that we'd be getting married, right? What the hell is the point of this engagement ring? To keep me around for sex or something?
I really do want to be married to you, Jessica. And the plan was to divorce my wife before we got down to business.
Were you really wanting to get that divorce, though? Because she's been pregnant with your kid and is about to give birth to it now. I'm not sure I understand what you've been thinking this whole time, Arnie.
My plan has been to wait for things to calm down after she had the baby, and then divorce her.
I can't even trust any of the things coming out of your mouth anymore.
I'm serious, Jessica. You are way more important to me than that woman is. Mouthy old bitches like that are not my type, and I don't want them anymore. The only woman I love right now is you, Jessica.
You think I'm going to be satisfied listening to you talk like that about your wife? Shut the hell up, you dick! I'm not as stupid as you might have been led to believe.
Why are you so mad at me right now? All I've been doing is treating you like the queen you are ever since I realized you're the one for me.
And I hate listening to you talk trash about the woman you got pregnant while trying to praise me. Actually, it's frickin' disgusting hearing you talk like that about us. I want to know what you think about us women. Who are we to you? I'm going to take screenshots of everything you just said to me and send them to your wife now.
You know my wife's phone number?
I just gave her my number a little bit ago, and we've been texting since then. I told her that if there is anything she could use my help with, to please reach out to me. You're finished, you bastard.
You're kidding.
This is where your divine punishment comes in. I feel so bad for the child your wife is about to give birth to. It's going to live life never knowing about its real father because he was too much of a jackass to be left around here. I just pray that your wife is able to find peace after this and doesn't break down like other women I've seen this happen to.
Jade, how's the kid doing?
What the hell could a lying and cheating dickhead want with me? You don't give a crap about my child and I, right? Go the hell away!
Could you please listen to what I have to say?
I already got all the screenshots of the texts you just sent to Jessica, so don't even try to get back on my good side. Now, who is this mouthy old bitch you mentioned?
I'm sorry. In order to get Jessica to calm down, I lied to her about how I felt about you.
Tell me, Arnie, why does it matter to you how she feels now that your wife is already found out? Are you really that afraid of losing her now?
That's not it at all. I was afraid that if she didn't calm down, she might go out and hurt you or the baby. You talked with Jessica already and know the kind of woman she is, right? She is a very strong woman, and who knows what she could do once she's been pissed off and loses her mind.
I suppose she did seem like a very strong woman at the time, but she is also a very rational person. When she calmed down, she apologized to me. And since she was lied to, just like I was, I don't blame her for her anger and said that she'd be all right. The only one here who is to blame and won't be all right is you.
I'm very sorry about everything related to me cheating on you. I'm so sorry for what I've done to both you and Jessica now.
No point in wasting your breath with apologies. I'm going to divorce you now.
Wait, hold on just 1 second. That's too quick of a decision to be making.
And I'm going to make sure to not only get child support from you, but a massive settlement that you'll never, ever recover from. I want you to take full responsibility for the fact that you're not only a crappy husband, but a terrible father.
I will take full responsibility for all of this. And I'll make sure to do that by being there for you and the baby for the rest of my life. Now tell me, how is your body doing after having to give birth to our baby? I'm sure you're still struggling with labor-related pains, right?
How would I still be having those pains when I already gave birth?
You already had the baby? Wasn't that pretty quick?
After having the ambulance come and pick me up, I was able to calm down and give birth to my baby at the ER. I'm now drinking some juice while relaxing, so really, I don't have any need for your worry anymore. You can go ahead and place that worry somewhere else now. Perhaps start worrying about yourself.
I'm sorry that I was never there to be with you.
Screw you, Arnie. You were never going to be here with me while I gave birth, so just shut the hell up already.
I planned on being there when you were having our baby. I just didn't realize you were calling me at the time about your water breaking.
Stop that right now. You don't give a damn about me, so stop acting like you could have actually been my husband. I have had enough of your lies.
I'm not lying anymore. This is seriously me being worried about you. You and the baby are both healthy, right?
We're both fine.
I'm so happy and relieved to hear that. I want to see you and our baby as soon as possible now.
Well, I don't want to see your sorry excuse for a face ever again, so forget it. Don't even try coming to this hospital. And when I have to leave here with my baby, don't come to get us. My parents will be coming to get me and will be taking me back home to their house.
Am I not allowed to come to the hospital to see you guys?
It's been 3 hours now since Jessica went and told you that my water broke and that I was having my baby. Had you been worried about the baby and I, you would have been here a few hours ago. In other words, I already know how you really feel about us based off that. So I don't want you around us ever again.
I assumed you would have been mad at me, and I couldn't build up the confidence to come.
I am your wife, which means you shouldn't care how mad I am at you and only be worried about the baby and I. But the fact that your fear of me being mad made you stay away from me while I gave birth means I don't need you. I don't want you coming here at all, and I'm telling my nurse right now to not let you come and see me. Oh, by the way, Jessica's going to tell the headquarters about what happened at your store. I believe you're going to experience what Jessica told you about. Divine punishment.
Why? Why would she be doing that?
As a way of getting her revenge. I'm sure you won't be able to work for that company anymore or run that store, but that's nothing I need to be stressed about. All I have to think about now involving you is about how I no longer need a husband like you, and my baby doesn't need a father like you. so it's a divorce. I hope that all of this teaches you to never play around with women like this again. After that, Arnie came storming into the hospital, but just before he could run through the secondary set of doors, a security guard stopped him and told him he wasn't allowed inside. My parents arrived soon after and walked him out with security to the front of the hospital, where his parents then showed up and took him into their custody. Just before throwing him into their van, his father smoked him in the gut, causing him to vomit all over the grass. A few days after that, Arnie was informed by Human Resources that he had been fired and would need to come in and get his things. Jessica went and told the company about what he'd been doing with her, and this led to them opening up an investigation into Arnie, which ended pretty quickly. I hear Arnie never actually went back in to get his things, though, and ended up having them all thrown away after the company figured he wasn't going to come. Jessica was also mentally hurt by what Arnie had done to her at such a young age, that she got herself a lawyer and took him to court. I'm surprised that someone as young as her had to go through with something like that, but she ended up winning the case against Arnie with her lawyer and was awarded $10,000. I was also able to get a settlement from Arnie, and one costing him $30,000, which he'd be spending quite a few years figuring out how to pay off. He would also have to pay child support every month for $800 while not getting any custody of my baby. The baby I gave birth to ended up being a boy, by the way. And since the day I got out of the hospital, I've been a single parent to him, which is very much preferred over having to parent him with a pathetic man like Arnie. I'm going to make sure one of the first things I teach my son when he's old enough is how to treat women the right way and not like his father did. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.